Good evening, students. I am Anwesha and I welcome all of you to Unacademy Bankers Hub. If you are new to this channel, then do subscribe to the channel and also click the bell icon. So today we are going to discuss a few questions for SBI PO Prelims. So we are going to discuss a few memory-based questions here. Okay, so let's begin. So I can see very few students have joined. So please share the session with your friends. People who have joined, please share the session with your friends. Okay, first question. In this question, you have two sentences, and this question is from SBI PO Prelims 2018. Okay, so you have two sentences here, and here in 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, you have three phrases. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to identify that using which of these phrases you can connect these two sentences. Okay, and the phrase should come in the beginning of the sentence. So you have to connect these two sentences using these phrases, and the phrases should come in the beginning of the sentence, and you cannot modify the meaning of the sentence. You cannot change the meaning of the resulting sentence. Okay, this is your question. Good evening, Archana. Yes, so what should be the answer? Option A. Okay, only one. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, are you guys facing difficulty in understanding if I speak in English? Because I can see the number of students attending the session is very, very less. So that's why I'm a little bit concerned. No, you're not facing difficulty in understanding. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's see. We see ourselves repeating our ordinary routine. We realize how much wealth surrounds our life. Okay, so we see ourselves repeating our ordinary life. We realize how much wealth surrounds our life. So if we start with this, then when we see ourselves repeating our ordinary routine, comma, we realize how much wealth surrounds our life. Okay, so you can start with this, and when you start the sentence with this one, so your sentence becomes a conditional sentence. Okay, and your sentence becomes a conditional sentence because your realization depends on your repeating of your ordinary routine. So when you do this thing happens. Okay, okay, now let's look at the second one, our ordinary routine. With our ordinary routine, you cannot start the sentence because you have to talk about repeating your ordinary routine. Okay, that's why you cannot start the sentence with this one, the second one. Third, realizing how much wealth. Okay, so if you start the sentence with this one, it would mean that after realizing how much wealth surrounds your life, you repeat your ordinary routine. which is not the meaning of the sentence, okay, which is not the meaning that the question wants to convey. So you cannot start the sentence with this one. So your right answer is option A, only one. Next question. Next question. Option B. Okay, only C. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else who wants to answer? No one. 12 million youth enter the Indian workforce every year. 80% of these youth are unskilled. Option B. Okay, option B. Okay. Okay. So here you see 12 million youth enter the Indian workforce every year. Okay. And out of this 12 million people, only 80% are unskilled. Not only 80%, actually it is a huge percentage. So 80% of these 12 million youth are unskilled. Okay. So you see, if you start the sentence with B, since 12 million, so it would mean that because 12 million youth are entering the workforce, 80% of them are unskilled. So it would mean that this 80% of youth are unskilled because these many youth are entering the workforce. So if you start the sentence with since, your first one becomes the reason for the second part, okay, which is not true. Okay, that's why you cannot start the sentence with B. If you cannot start the sentence with B, option D gets ruled out. Okay, anyways, while 80%, yes, you can start the sentence with A. While 80%, while 80% of these youth, no, you cannot start. While 80% you cannot start. Had this part been while 12 million youth enter the Indian workforce, you could have started with A. Okay, but since it is while 80%, you cannot start, because it would mean that while this 80% of the youth are unskilled, 12 million youth are entering the workforce, which is not right. Okay, because this 80% is out of this 12 million youth. So this one is wrong. Of the 12 million, so of the 12 million means what? Means this 80% is out of the 12 million. So this is the whole part, and 80% is out of this. Okay, so you can start the sentence with C. Of the 12 million youth entering the Indian workforce, then you have to write entering the Indian workforce every year. 80% of them are unskilled. Okay. Okay, so your right answer is option B, only C. Only C. Okay. Next question. Next question. Hi Vivek. Option B, option D. Okay. Option B, option D. So, okay. Let's see. Scientists build climate models, computer simulations of the climate system. They are doing this to further explore the causes and effects of global warming. So scientists are building climate models. And why are they building climate models? Because they want to explore the causes and effects of global warming. Okay. So if you want to start the sentence with this one, with option 1, part 1, then To further explore, from here, explore the causes and effects of global warming, scientists build climate models, computer simulations of the climate system. Yes, with one you can start the sentence. Okay, to further explore the causes and effects of global warming, scientists build climate models, computer simulations of the climate system. Okay. Okay. With second, scientists are building. Yes, scientists are building climate models, computer simulations of the climate system to further explore. Then you have to omit this part. Okay. To further explore the causes and effects of global warming. With this one also you can start the sentence. Predicting effects of global warming. Predicting effects of global warming, causes and effects of global warming. No, you cannot start with this one. First of all, predicting effects of global warming, here you are exploring, here the scientists are exploring the causes and effects of global warming. So here a different word has been introduced. Okay, here the scientists are exploring, but here the word that has been used is predicting. So exploring and predicting both do not mean the same. Firstly, okay, both do not mean the same, so you cannot use this one. Okay, okay, fine. So you have, so 1 and 2, your right answer is option D. 1 and 2 are correct. Okay, next question. This is a sentence rearrangement question. Okay, can you give me your mobile? Mobile phone. Okay, just give me a moment. The battery of my mobile phone has got discharged, so I have to use another device to see your comments. The laptop. Okay, which one is the right answer? Tell me. Rearrange the parts and tell me which one is the right answer. Option B, D, A, B, C. D, A, B, C is the right one. Okay. Repealing the law that safeguards the floodgates of poaching. Okay, repealing the law that safeguards. Repealing means what? Repealing means to revoke, yeah, or to cancel. Okay. Repealing the law that safeguards. Safeguards means to protect. Protect whom? To safeguard whom? The indigenous people. Okay, the indigenous people. So D, your sentence should start with D. Okay, indigenous people. If your sentence starts with D, then this one and this one, these two are wrong. Okay, fine. Indigenous people would open what? Would open the floodgates of poaching. Okay, would open the floodgates of poaching. What does poaching mean? Poaching means to illegally hunt animals. Okay, and what does this word floodgate mean? Floodgate means a form of restraint, a form of hindrance. Okay, hindrance that is used to protect a huge number of something. So here the floodgates are used to protect, the floodgates are used to protect poaching. Okay, but if the law that safeguards the indigenous people is revoked, then this thing will open the floodgates of poaching. So indigenous people will practice poaching then. Okay, of poaching, and what will it do? It would open the floodgates of poaching, and what? And it would lead to marginalization of the indigenous people. D, A, B, C. Option B. What does this word marginalization mean? Marginalized people. What does the word marginalize mean? Marginalized means backward people, people who are downtrodden, people who are oppressed. So marginalization of indigenous people means oppressing the indigenous people. Okay, next question. Next question. Option A. Okay, A, D, C, B. Option A. Okay. He also directed the department. He also directed the department to do what? To develop. So after this, you have to use to plus first form of verb. Okay, because he is directing the government to do something. He also directed the government to develop the new schools as model. Okay, so your sentence should start with A. Okay, this means this and this, both of these are wrong. To develop the new schools as model what? As model institutions. As model institutions and engage modern. Okay, and engage modern. So as soon as you get AD, and if none of the above option is not there, then you can eliminate this option and mark this as your right answer. But since none of the above is also there, we have to check the entire part. Okay, so institutions and engage modern construction technology for early completion of construction work. A, D, C, B. Option A. Next, column matching. Column matching. So here what you need to do is you have to see which part of column 1 can be matched with which part of column 2 to make a grammatically correct as well as a meaningful sentence. Option C, C, D. Okay, C, D. Yes. So how do you solve this kind of questions? To solve these kinds of questions, you should test the options. Okay, at first let's test this option A, D. It seems like yesterday, but it is actually whether or not you are happy. Okay, so you see, it seems like yesterday, but it is actually what? So here you must place something which talks about a time. It seems like yesterday, but it is actually 5 years ago, 10 years ago, something like this. Okay, but here you are talking about being happy. So A and D cannot be connected. B, I can't believe Vijay is still talking about nearly 10 years since we met. Vijay is still talking about what? So you have to here you need something about which Vijay is talking, regarding which Vijay is talking. But or not you are happy. Yes, you can join CD because the only thing that matters, the only important thing is your happiness. This is what the part CD conveys. Okay. AF. It seems like yesterday, but it is actually what happens 2 years ago. Okay, this thing has happened 2 years ago, right? But here, happens is used. So instead of happens, you should use happened. What happened 2 years ago? That's why F, the part F is incorrect. So this one is wrong. Your right answer is option C. Okay. Next question. solve this question and write down the answer in the comments. Option C. Option C. Yes, correct. Option C. Yeah. Okay. So let's test the other options. Let's check the other options. A, F. After school, Jack usually sticks around as long as of the city. As long as what? When you use as long as, your sentence becomes a conditional sentence. So you must say as long as what? But here of the city, something else is being said. That's why AF is not a correct pair and your option A becomes incorrect. Option B, BE. We are planning on doing the sites. He can because. Doing the sites of what? Doing the sites of what? Okay. He can here abruptly the subject changes. Okay. Right? Here the subject was we and here the subject is he. Abruptly the subject changes. That's why you cannot join BE. Okay. Wrong. Option C. D, F and C, D. We are planning on doing the sights of the city tomorrow morning. Okay, so we are planning to explore the city. That is what this sentence says. We are planning to explore the city tomorrow morning. Okay, doing the sights means doing sightseeing, what we say normally. Okay, so B, F can be joined, yes. And C, D, even the repairman couldn't figure out what had gone wrong with the microwave. So here you see the sentence is in simple past. This part is also is in past tense and this part is also is in past tense. So the repairman also could not understand the defects in the microwave. What were the problems in the microwave? Okay, so C, D can be joined. Yes, this and this. These two are correct. Okay, so option C is your right answer. Next question. Option C. Option E. Yes, these questions are from SBI PO Prelims 2018 and SBI PO Prelims 2019, I guess. Yes. Okay. Option B. Okay. So there is a confusion in these two options. There is a confusion in these two options. So let's see. The party explicitly denies that they are not involved in mainstream politics. So when you deny something, when you deny doing something, which it means that you refuse to accept it. So deny itself is a negative word. You do not need to use not here. Except in one condition. He did not deny to have stolen my mobile phone. Okay, here you are using not because he did not deny means here you want to mean he accepted. Except in this situation, you cannot use not with deny. Okay, that's why no replacement required will be incorrect. Now you see, deny, this one. The party, this is a singular noun. With singular noun, you must use singular verb. That is denies, es, ses verb. Okay, that's why option B is incorrect. Here in option A, not is used. That's why option A is also wrong. Now in B and C. In B and C, which one is right? Yes, in B and C, which one is right? Okay. The party explicitly denied, if you use this one, denied that they are involved in mainstream politics. The party explicitly denies that they were. See, the more appropriate is, yeah, they for whom? This one, they is not being used for party. They is not being used for party, but for the members of the party. Okay, got it? This is a collective noun. This is a collective noun or singular verb, but when we, that's why here they has been used. They has been used for talking about the members of the party, that the members of the party were not involved in any politics, in mainstream politics. Okay, now you see here whether you should use denies or denied. Okay, so here this one or this one. So you see, if you use denies, it means that it is still denying that it was involved, that the party was involved. Okay, and if you use denied, it means it had denied in the past that they are involved. Okay, so which one should be the right one? Which one should be the right one? Tell me. Denies that they were involved or denied that they are involved? This is a really confusing one, and I feel somewhere this question is incorrect, because here both you can use. Both of these are correct. Okay, B and C both are correct. Yeah, this is a confusing question. Not confusing question. I would say that the question is not correct. The question is incorrect. Whether you mark B or you mark C, your answer will be right. Okay. Here, if you had got an option none of the above, then you would have marked that. None of the above. You would have marked that, because both the options, two options are correct. When more than one option is correct, you must mark none of the above if none of the above option is there. But here none of the above option is also not there. In that case, whether you mark B or you mark C, you should get marks. Okay, both are correct. Fine. Next, we need modal auxiliary verb, modal or auxiliary past tense. Where can be used? Nice that. No, no, that's not the logic. Okay. Both the options are correct in your previous question. Okay. This one. This is a very easy one. An easy question. Option D. Okay. Okay. The relatively static lattice in a diamond ensures that the scattering is at a minimum and the thermal conductivity is exceptional good. Okay. Here good. What is good? This is an adjective. And exceptional is also an adjective, but an adverb can modify an adjective, not an adjective. An adverb modifies a verb, an adjective, and an adverb as well. Okay, so here you need an adverb. So instead of exceptional, you should use exceptionally. Okay, exceptionally. Now, option C or option D? These two are wrong, obviously. The relatively static lattice in a diamond ensures that the scattering is at a minimum and the thermal conductivity is exceptionally good, because here this thing exceptionally good is being used only for thermal conductivity and not for scattering. For scattering we are using the adjective minimum. Okay, so, and for thermal conductivity we are using good. Okay, so here you have to use is, option D. Okay, so I'll be ending the session here. So on 22nd of May, a new course has been launched in Unacademy Plus, that is a practice course on English for SBI PO Mains. In this course, we discuss miscellaneous questions for SBI PO Mains, and in the next month, I'm going to launch PO Mains course as well, where we will be solving the questions topic wise. Okay. So if you want to buy Unacademy, if you want to subscribe to Unacademy Plus, then do use the coupon code Annie for a 10% discount. If you have learning credits, you can avail a greater discount, right? Okay, so for 6, 12 and 24 months of subscription, no cost EMI is also available. Do apply the coupon code here, click apply and then proceed to pay. I'll see you again in my next session. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. there is a special class. Don't forget to attend it, because special classes are free of cost. So please do attend the special class tomorrow, and also please follow my profile. The link to my profile is given down below in the description box. Follow my profile so that you get to know when I conduct the special classes. Okay. YouTube session timing. Again on Monday, I'll be conducting a session on YouTube, that is at 4 p.m. most probably. Let's see if the session is conducted at 4 or at 5, but most probably it will be conducted at 4 o'clock. Okay. Oh yeah, I have a bad habit of doing that. Okay, bye. Bye everyone.